All right, style seekers, let's talk personal shopper interviews. We're diving deep today into how to totally rock that interview.
Sounds good.
You sent over a career guide, an interview guide, and some cool info about RoleCatcher's AI.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to use all of that
Absolutely.
to get you prepped and ready to, OWN that interview.
Yeah, confidence is key, and prep is how you get there.
Right.
So we'll definitely break down those questions.
Okay.
But first, I thought we could lay some groundwork, get a feel for the landscape you're stepping into. That career guide you sent over is a great place to start.
Oh, awesome. So, recon before we hit the front lines.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. So this career guide, it talks about what personal shoppers actually do.
Right.
And it's not just about picking out clothes, right?
No, it's definitely more than that. It's a mix of fashion knowledge and customer service.
Oh, okay.
And building those strong relationships with clients. Think about it. You're helping people express themselves through style, making confident choices, and even navigating, sustainable and ethical fashion, which is becoming more and more important these days.
For sure. So, way more to it than I initially thought. Now, the guide also mentions some serious growth happening in this industry. I mean, who wouldn't want a personal shopper, right? Especially with all the online shopping going on. It could be overwhelming.
You're telling me the demand is definitely on the rise. And yeah, online shopping plays a big part in that. People are craving that personalized guidance more than ever just to sift through all those options. It's a lot.
Totally. But let's get real for a sec. The guide also mentions some challenges. The income can be a little unpredictable, especially if you're freelancing.
Yeah.
And you're constantly building that client base.
Yeah.
Hustling. Is that something that comes up in interviews a lot?
Definitely something to be aware of. And potentially address. Interviewers want to see that you've thought about those things. Both the good and the maybe not so good.
Yeah, the rewards and the challenges.
Yeah, exactly. They're looking for people who are passionate, obviously, but also realistic.
Right. Okay. And that's where RoleCatcher's AI comes in, right?
Right.
This thing can, analyze job descriptions to help tailor your CV and your interview answers. It almost feels like cheating.
It's not cheating. It's being smart. Think of it like a secret weapon. It helps you decode what the interviewers are really looking for, and then highlights those skills or experiences that are going to resonate most strongly with them.
Okay. I'm seeing how this could be a game changer.
Absolutely.
Now, before we jump into those interview questions,
Sure.
Is there anything else in that career guide that, really stood out? Anything that future personal shoppers should, really keep in mind as they're prepping for these interviews?
One thing that really resonated with me was the emphasis on building a strong personal brand.
Oh, interesting.
Because, in today's market, it's not enough to just be good at what you do. You need to cultivate a unique identity, something that sets you apart, attracts those right clients.
It's like building your own, fashion empire, in a way.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, so branding is key. Anything else?
Well, the guide also talked about continuous learning, Fashion's always changing.
Always.
So staying on top of trends, exploring new styles, really expanding that knowledge base that's essential for long-term success. Interviewers are going to want to see that you're passionate about fashion, but also that you're committed to growing with the industry. Yeah.
Makes total sense. It's not just about knowing what's hot right now. It's about having that deeper understanding of fashion, history, design, all of that.
Exactly.
Okay. Feeling inspired. Let's tackle these interview questions and get you prepped. That interview guide you sent over starts with a seemingly simple question, but maybe not so simple. How did you become interested in the personal shopping profession? I feel like everyone's got a story about their love of clothes.
Sure.
But what are interviewers really looking for here?
They want authenticity, passion, a glimpse into your journey. Sure, everyone loves clothes, but what sparked your interest in helping others find their style? Was there a defining moment, a mentor who inspired you, or maybe a personal experience that really ignited that passion?
So it's like connecting your love of fashion to a deeper purpose, showing them that it's more than just a superficial interest.
Absolutely.
Okay, what if someone is just starting out and doesn't have a ton of formal experience?
Totally fine. They can talk about personal experiences like helping friends and family shop, or maybe they volunteered at a fashion event.
Right.
Or even just their own journey, of developing their personal style.
It's about showcasing that natural inclination to help others look and feel their best, even if it's in a less formal setting.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so how would you suggest structuring the answer to a question like that?
I always say, think of it like a mini story. Start with a captivating hook, you know?
Yeah.
Like a specific memory or maybe a turning point that sparked that interest. Then briefly outline those steps you've taken to explore that passion,
Yeah.
even if it's just personal exploration, and then end with a clear statement about why you're excited about this particular career path.
Got it. So it's not just listing facts. It's
Right.
like drawing them in.
Yeah, it's a compelling narrative that really showcases your enthusiasm.
Now, what about follow-up questions? Because I feel like that one could easily lead to others.
Oh, absolutely. They might ask things like, what aspects of personal shopping are you most excited about?
Yeah.
Or what do you think are the biggest challenges you'll face in this role? Be prepared to elaborate on your interests, your understanding of the industry,
Yeah.
and your awareness of both the rewards and the challenges.
Yeah.
They want to see that you're thinking it through.
Yeah. Like, how committed are you really? Have you thought about this?
Exactly.
Okay. Now, RoleCatcher's AI, can that actually help with this specific question?
Definitely. It can analyze the job description, identify keywords that relate to, the company's values or the specific skills that they're seeking. Like, for example, if the company really emphasizes sustainability,
Okay.
you could weave that into your answer, showing that you're aligned with their ethos.
Oh, I see. So it's about tailoring your response to the specific company and highlighting those qualities that will resonate most strongly with them. Okay. I am seeing the power of this AI tool. All right, let's move on to the next question. This is one I think a lot of people struggle with. How do you keep up with the latest fashion trends? I feel like everyone says they just scroll through Instagram, but is that really enough?
It's a start, but interviewers want to see that you're going beyond the surface,
Yeah.
You're genuinely engaged with the industry. You have a diverse approach to staying informed.
Okay, so what are some ways to showcase that deeper engagement?
Think about a mix of resources like fashion magazines, industry websites, podcasts, even attending local fashion events or exhibitions, Mention specific publications you follow, designers you admire,
Oh, cool.
or even fashion bloggers whose style resonates with you.
So it's about showing your knowledge of that broader fashion landscape
Oh, yeah.
and that you're actively seeking out inspiration, right, from multiple sources.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to mention any personal projects you're working on.
Oh, okay.
Like creating mood boards, experimenting with different styles, or even keeping a fashion journal.
It's about showing your passion and that you're constantly learning and evolving, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, how can RoleCatcher's AI help with this question?
Well, it can actually analyze the company's website and their social media presence to identify those specific trends or designers that they feature.
Oh, wow.
So then you can incorporate those insights into your answer, showing that you've done your research and you understand their aesthetic.
That's pretty impressive. Okay, this AI is like a personal researcher. Okay, let's move on to a question that's all about people skills. How do you build and maintain relationships with clients? Because I feel like this is where personality really comes into play.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Personal shoppers need to be more than just fashion experts, right? They need to be master communicators, relationship builders, empathetic listeners.
Yeah.
Interviewers want to see that you can connect with clients on a deeper level, understand their needs, and build those lasting relationships based on trust.
So it's about showing those soft skills, those interpersonal qualities
Yes.
that go beyond just knowing the trends.
Exactly.
What are some specific examples that would resonate with interviewers?
Think about situations where you've demonstrated active listening, empathy,
Oh,
or the ability to, build rapport with people from diverse backgrounds. Maybe you helped a friend find the perfect outfit for a special occasion, or maybe you volunteered at an organization that supports, body positivity and inclusivity, something like that.
so it's about showcasing your genuine interest in people.
Yes.
Your ability to create that comfortable, supportive environment where they feel understood. Now, how can RoleCatcher's AI help with this question?
It can analyze the company's mission statement and their values
Okay.
to identify the qualities that they really prioritize in their customer interactions. For example, if they emphasize inclusivity and personalized experiences, you can tailor your answer to highlight your commitment to those values.
So it's about aligning your approach with the company's philosophy
Exactly.
and showing them that you'd be a perfect fit. Okay, let's keep this momentum going. What's the next question on our list?
Okay, this one might feel a little trickier. How do you handle difficult clients or situations? Because, let's be honest, everyone has a nightmare customer story.
Oh, yeah.
But the key here is to show your professionalism and your ability to stay calm under pressure.
So it's not about like venting or sharing those horror stories.
Yeah.
It's about demonstrating your composure.
Exactly. Show them you can find solutions.
Even when you're dealing with challenging personalities.
Right.
What are some effective strategies for handling those situations?
Think about specific examples where you've encountered conflict and you successfully navigated the situation,
Yeah.
Maybe you had a client who was super indecisive, constantly changing their mind. How did you adapt your approach to meet their needs? Or maybe you dealt with a situation where a product was damaged or unavailable. How did you communicate with the client and find a resolution?
So it's about showcasing your problem-solving skills,
Yeah.
your ability to think on your feet, and your commitment to finding the best outcome for the client.
Yes.
Now, can RoleCatcher's AI provide any insights for this question?
Absolutely. It can analyze the company's reviews and testimonials,
Uh,
to identify potential challenges or customer complaints. Then you can tailor your answer to address those specific issues. Shows that you're proactive and prepared.
that's brilliant. It's like having a behind-the-scenes look at how the company interacts with its customers so you can anticipate and tailor your answers.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm loving this AI tool more and more. Let's tackle the next question, which is one that often trips people up.
Yeah.
How do you balance the needs and preferences of multiple clients at the same time? I can imagine that gets pretty hectic, especially if you're freelancing or have a large client base.
Oh, it's a juggling act for sure. But this question is all about showcasing your organizational skills, your ability to prioritize, and your time management superpowers. Interviewers want to see that you can handle those multiple demands without dropping the ball, and that you can keep each client feeling valued.
So it's like being a master multitasker
Right.
and a pro at like compartmentalizing,
Exactly.
ensuring each client gets your full attention and expertise. What are some effective strategies for like achieving that balance?
Think about the systems you use to stay organized. Do you use a calendar to schedule appointments and deadlines? Do you have a client management system to keep track of preferences and purchases? Do you set clear expectations with clients about, response times and project timelines, those kinds of things?
So it's about demonstrating that you have a system in place
Yeah.
to handle all those demands without getting like totally overwhelmed.
Right.
Now, how can RoleCatcher's AI help with this specific question?
It can analyze the company's job postings and their team structure to get a sense of their workload and their client management practices. Then, you can tailor your answer to align with their approach. Show them you can seamlessly integrate into their existing systems.
So it's about showcasing your adaptability, your
Right.
willingness to learn and adapt to their workflow.
Exactly.
Okay, let's keep this momentum going. What's the next question on the list?
This next one is critical, especially in an industry where trust and discretion are paramount. How do you handle confidential client information? This is your chance to showcase your professionalism and your commitment to protecting client privacy.
Yeah, it's like that unspoken agreement, right? You're
Yeah.
not just styling their wardrobe. You're entrusted with their personal preferences, sometimes even their insecurities. So how do you convey that trustworthiness without sounding like a robot reciting a privacy policy?
Specificity is key. Instead of vague assurances, talk about concrete actions you take to maintain confidentiality. Do you use password-protected devices?
Okay.
Do you have secure systems for storing client data? Do you adhere to, strict privacy protocols when sharing information? Things like that.
So it's about painting a picture of those behind-the-scenes practices that safeguard client information. I bet RoleCatcher's AI can provide some insights here too.
Oh, absolutely. It can analyze the company's website and their privacy policies to identify the specific measures that they prioritize. So, for instance, if they highlight data encryption or secure storage solutions, you can mention those in your answer.
It's like you're speaking their language, assuring them that you understand and value their commitment to privacy. Okay, let's shift gears a bit. This next question has the potential to be a bit awkward. How do you handle a client who has a different style than your own?
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, what if their fashion choices make you cringe? Can you be honest about that?
Well, honesty is important, but the interview isn't about, critiquing personal styles. It's about showcasing your ability to adapt to diverse preferences and help clients express their individuality, even if it's not your cup of tea.
So it's about putting your personal preferences aside and becoming like a chameleon of style, embracing different aesthetics, helping each client shine in their own way. How do you convey that adaptability to interviewers?
Focus on active listening, asking insightful questions, and genuinely seeking to understand the client's vision. You can even mention specific instances where you help someone step outside of their comfort zone, Embrace a new style.
So it's like you're not just a stylist, you're a style explorer.
I love that.
Open to new possibilities and excited to embark on that journey with your client.
Yes.
Can RoleCatcher's AI help navigate this question?
It can analyze the company's client base and their brand messaging to identify their target audience and their style preferences. Then you can tailor your answer,
Yeah.
Show that you understand and appreciate the diversity of their clientele.
It's like showing them you're not a one-trick pony. You're versatile and capable of connecting with a wide range of styles and personalities. Okay, let's get practical. This next question dives into the heart of the job. How do you go about sourcing and selecting products for clients? This is where your insider knowledge and shopping savvy really shine.
It's showtime. Paint a picture of your process. Do you have a network of trusted boutiques and designers? Do you scour vintage shops for unique finds?
Yeah.
Are you a whiz at online research, discovering hidden gems on all those e-commerce platforms?
So it's about showcasing your resourcefulness, your ability to uncover those perfect pieces that align with the client's style and budget. And I bet RoleCatcher can play a role here too.
For sure. It can analyze the company's product offerings and their vendor partnerships to identify potential sourcing avenues. If they prioritize sustainable brands or local designers, you can mention that in your answer, right?
Yeah.
Showing them you get it, you can source accordingly.
It's like you're already one step ahead, familiar with their network, ready to go. Okay, let's wrap up with a question that's a bit more philosophical. How do you measure the success of your work as a personal shopper? I feel like this is your chance to leave a lasting impression and reveal what truly drives you.
Yeah, it's about going beyond the metrics and tapping into the heart of it, right? Do you measure success by client satisfaction, the confidence you instill, the transformative power of a well-curated wardrobe, that kind of thing?
It's showcasing your passion for helping people look and feel their best, showing you're not just chasing transactions, you're invested in their overall well-being. Any tips for crafting a memorable answer?
Share a personal anecdote. Maybe you helped a client overcome a style rut, and rediscover their confidence. Or perhaps you witnessed the joy on someone's face when they found that perfect outfit for a special occasion. Those personal touches really make it genuine.
It's about showcasing that human connection, the emotional impact that goes beyond just clothes. Now, can RoleCatcher's AI add anything to this final question?
Absolutely. It can analyze the company's mission statement and client testimonials to identify the values and outcomes they prioritize. So, for example, if they emphasize empowerment or personalized experiences, you can tailor your answer to reflect those themes.
It's like coming full circle, aligning your personal definition of success with the company's overall mission.
Right.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground, from fashion knowledge and industry trends to those all-important interview questions. But before we wrap up, I want to acknowledge something. The ever-evolving world of fashion technology. It's not just about algorithms and online shopping. It's about how technology is fundamentally changing how personal shoppers operate.
You're so right. Technology is definitely becoming an integral part of the job.
Yeah.
Virtual consultations, AI-powered styling tools, data-driven trend forecasting, social media marketing. It's a whole new world. And it's essential for personal shoppers to really embrace those tools and adapt their approaches.
It's like having a digital toolkit, right?
Yeah.
That enhances your skills and expands your reach.
Yeah.
But I imagine it can also be overwhelming, trying to keep up with all the latest advancements.
Yeah.
Where do you even begin?
Start by exploring the tools that align with your strengths and interests. Are you fascinated by virtual styling platforms? Are you a data whiz who loves analyzing trends? Or maybe you're a social media guru who can leverage those platforms to build your brand, something like that.
So it's about finding the tools that resonate with why you, and integrating them into your workflow in a way that feels natural.
Right, exactly. And remember, technology is always evolving.
Yeah.
What's cutting edge today might be, outdated tomorrow.
Yeah.
The key is to stay curious, embrace experimentation, and continuously learn and adapt.
It's like being a fashion tech explorer, always on the lookout for new discoveries, new ways to enhance your craft. Now let's shift gears for a moment and talk about something equally important: the business side of being a personal shopper.
Oh, for sure.
Whether you're working for a company or building your own brand, understanding those fundamentals of business is crucial for success.
Absolutely. From crafting a compelling brand identity and, developing a strategic marketing plan to managing finances and building those strong client relationships, the business side can really make or break your career.
It's like you're a fashion entrepreneur, combining your creative flair with that business savvy to create a thriving career.
I love that.
And speaking of business, we can't forget about RoleCatcher's AI.
Right.
It's not just for interview prep. It's a powerful resource for understanding the job market, researching companies, identifying potential career paths. So it's like having a career coach in your pocket, kind of, guiding you every step of the way.
I like that. You got it.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive. We've explored the role of a personal shopper, dissected those interview questions.
We did.
We even ventured into fashion technology and business strategy.
Yep.
But before we wrap things up, I want to circle back to something we touched on earlier, which is personal branding. In such a competitive market, how do you stand out? How do you create a brand that truly resonates?
That's the million-dollar question. Personal branding is about defining your unique style, your values, your target audience. It's about crafting a story that captures the essence of who you are, what you offer. It's not just slapping your name on a website or creating a fancy logo.
Right.
It's about digging deeper. What makes you different? What special sauce do you bring to the table?
Yeah, it's your thing.
Exactly. Think about your strengths, your passions, the types of clients you're drawn to. Are you a master of minimalist chic? Do you specialize in sustainable fashion? Are you a trendsetter who loves pushing boundaries?
Okay.
Once you define your niche, you can start building a brand that reflects that unique identity.
It's like creating a fashion fingerprint almost.
Yeah.
Something that instantly distinguishes you from the crowd and attracts those right clients.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are some practical steps for building a strong personal brand?
Start by crafting a compelling bio or a mission statement, something that really encapsulates your style and your approach. Develop a visual identity that reflects your brand. That includes your logo, color palette, imagery. And then be consistent across all platforms, your website, social media, even your email signature.
So it's about creating a cohesive and memorable experience, right? Ensuring that every touch point reinforces your brand message.
Right. And remember, authenticity is key. Don't try to be someone you're not, okay? Be genuine, be passionate, and let your personality shine through.
Because at the end of the day, people connect with people.
Yeah.
Not just brands.
Well said. And speaking of connections, let's wrap things up with a final thought on the importance of networking in the world of personal shopping. This industry is all about relationships, and building a strong network can open doors to new clients, collaborations, opportunities.
So it's like building a fashion family.
I love
A
that.
support system.
Yes. Attend industry events, connect with other stylists and designers, and don't be afraid to reach out to people you admire, You never know where those connections might lead.
It's about putting yourself out there, being open to new experiences, and nurturing those relationships. They can blossom into something really special.
Well said. And remember, the journey of a personal shopper is a continuous one, so stay curious, stay inspired, and never stop learning.
This has been an incredible deep dive. We've covered everything from interview prep to fashion tech to personal branding and networking. I feel like I've gained a whole new perspective on the world of personal shopping. But before we sign off, I want to leave you with one final thought.
Okay.
How would you define success as a personal shopper? What unique value do you bring to your clients? What is it about you that makes you stand out from the crowd?
That's such a great question to ponder. I think once you identify those unique strengths, you can really leverage them to create that personal brand, attract your ideal clients, and set yourself apart in this industry.
Because this industry is exciting, it's dynamic, it's always evolving. So to all our listeners out there, ready to conquer the world of personal shopping, remember, confidence and preparation, that's your power suit. Good luck.
And have fun. This is fashion, after all.
Welcome back, fashion fans. We just wrapped up part 1 with some awesome tips on how to totally nail that personal shopper interview.
We did. We covered a lot of ground.
We did, but we're not done yet, right?
Oh, there's so much more to explore.
There is. There's this whole other side to being a personal shopper that we haven't even touched on yet.
The business side of things, yeah.
Yes, the business side. Because, it's easy to get swept up in the excitement of fashion, the styling, the trends.
Oh, absolutely.
But without those essential business skills, it's like trying to walk a runway in flip-flops.
You're getting a trip.
It's disaster. So let's say you're ready to launch your own personal shopping empire. Where do you even begin?
A solid business plan is your first step.
Okay.
That outlines your services, your target market, your pricing strategies. It's your roadmap to success.
So like my GPS.
Exactly. Guiding you through those, exciting, sometimes uncharted entrepreneurial roads.
Okay, a business plan. Got it. Is that something that I can, DIY? Or do I need to hire a fancy consultant?
There are tons of resources available online, templates, guides, you name it. Don't be afraid to tap into those free resources. But, if numbers make you sweat,
Oh, yeah.
a business advisor could be a worthwhile investment.
Makes sense. Sometimes it's worth calling in the experts.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got your business plan, you're feeling good.
You're feeling confident.
Yes, confident. How do you actually start attracting clients? It's a crowded market out there.
That's where marketing comes in. You need to create a brand identity that pops.
Okay.
Think logo, website, social media, all screaming, this is me, this is what I do, and I'm fabulous.
Love it. It's like creating your own personal fashion billboard.
Exactly.
Shouting your style from the digital rooftops.
Yes.
But how do you cut through all the noise and actually reach those potential clients?
Networking, my friend. Get out there, attend industry events, rub elbows with other fashionistas, think collaborations, pop-up shops, even free styling sessions to get your name out there.
Ah, yes, the power of personal connection.
Exactly.
There's nothing quite like a glowing recommendation from a friend, is there?
No, there's not. Happy clients are your best advertisements.
They are. Speaking of advertisements, let's talk about pricing. This can be a major stumbling block for new personal shoppers. How do you determine your rates without, underselling yourself or scaring off potential clients?
It's a delicate dance.
It is.
Yeah.
Too high and you're out of reach.
Yeah.
Too low and you're practically giving your services away.
Yeah.
So what's the sweet spot?
Research is key. See what other personal shoppers in your area are charging. Factor in your costs, travel, sourcing fees, those fabulous shoes you need to keep up appearances.
Right. Got to look the part.
Exactly. And then, find that balance that feels fair to both you and your clients.
Okay, so it's like finding the perfect outfit. It needs to fit your style and your budget.
Love that analogy.
We've talked business plans, branding, marketing, pricing. What other essential skills do you need to, truly thrive as a personal shopper?
Organization is non-negotiable.
Ooh, good one.
You're juggling multiple clients, appointments, deadlines. It's a fashion circus out there.
It really is.
Invest in a good planner, calendar, app, whatever keeps your chaos controlled.
Okay, so basically you need to be part stylist, part project manager.
Exactly.
And don't forget those financial spreadsheets. No one wants a fashion meltdown because they forgot to invoice a client.
Oh, that's the worst. Financial literacy is crucial. But beyond the logistics and the numbers, the most important skill is a genuine passion for helping people.
Yeah.
Remember, this job is about so much more than clothes. It's about empowering people through style, making them feel confident, ready to conquer the world.
It's about those feel-good transformations.
Yes.
That confidence boost that comes from finding that perfect outfit. It's about building connections and helping people shine from the inside out.
Beautifully said. And when you approach this career with that level of passion, that dedication, and of course, a sprinkle of business savvy, success is sure to follow.
We've covered so much ground today, from acing those interviews to navigating that business landscape. Before we sign off, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought to ponder.
Ooh, I love this part.
What unique value can you bring to your clients as a personal shopper? What makes you stand out? Is it your infectious energy, your impeccable eye for detail, your passion for sustainable fashion?
Yeah, what's your superpower?
Once you identify those unique strengths, you can leverage them to create a personal brand that attracts your ideal clients and really sets you apart.
Because this is a dynamic and exciting industry.
It is.
Full of possibilities. So go out there, embrace your passion, and style your own path to success.
And on that note, this has been The Deep Dive, signing off until our next adventure in knowledge. All right, fashion fanatics, welcome back to the final part of our personal shopper deep dive.
We've talked interview prep, we've talked branding, but now it's time to talk serious business.
Yes, because even the most stylish personal shopper needs to know how to, run a business.
Absolutely. It's not just about picking out clothes, it's about building a sustainable career.
Right. So let's say you're ready to take the plunge, launch your own personal shopping biz. Where do you even start? What's step one?
A solid business plan. That's your foundation.
Okay, a business plan. What does that even look like?
It outlines everything. Your services, your target market, your pricing strategy, your marketing plan. It's like your roadmap to success.
Okay, so it's like getting all your ducks in a row before you hit the runway.
Exactly. It helps you stay focused, organized, and on track to achieve your goals.
So is creating a business plan something I can do myself? Or do I need to, like, hire a professional?
There are tons of resources available online, templates, guides, all kinds of things. Don't be afraid to tap into those. But if you're not comfortable with the financial side of things, a business advisor could be a good investment.
Okay, makes sense. Sometimes it's good to call in the reinforcements.
Absolutely.
All right, so you've got your business plan, you're feeling good. How do you actually start attracting those clients?
It's a competitive world out there.
It is, but that's where marketing comes in. You need to create a brand identity that really grabs attention. Think a killer logo, a website that's easy to navigate, social media that's engaging and consistent.
So basically make it easy for people to find you and fall in love with your brand.
Exactly. You want to create a cohesive experience across all platforms.
Okay, that makes sense. Now let's talk pricing. This can be a tough one for new personal shoppers. How do you figure out what to charge?
Yeah, pricing can be tricky, but research is key. See what other personal shoppers in your area are charging for similar services.
Oh, okay.
And don't forget to factor in your costs, travel expenses, sourcing fees, the cost of materials if you're doing any alterations or custom pieces.
Right. And all those behind-the-scenes expenses that people don't always think about. Exactly. Once you have a good understanding of those costs, you can start to determine a pricing structure that feels fair to both you and your clients.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked business plans, branding, marketing, and pricing. What other skills are essential for a personal shopper to, like, really thrive?
Organization is huge EE. You're going to be juggling multiple clients, appointments, deadlines. It's a lot to keep track of.
Yeah, it's like a fashion circus.
It is. Invest in a good planner or a scheduling app, anything that helps you stay on top of things.
So part stylist, part project manager.
You got it.
All right. Anything else? Any final words of wisdom for our aspiring personal shoppers out there?
And remember, at the heart of it all, this is a people business.
Oh, yeah.
So cultivate those soft skills, nurture those relationships, and always put your clients first.
It's about building trust, exceeding expectations, and creating those feel-good experiences that keep clients coming back for more. Well, I think we've covered just about everything. From acing the interview to launching your own personal shopping empire, we've given you the tools to succeed.
We have. Now go out there and make it happen.
This has been The Deep Dive, signing off.